Well, I teach mostly the second year classes, but I have been reintroducing first year classes in digital photography, and I mostly enjoy teaching like studio and commercial and portrait and fashion photography, and it gives students an opportunity to really dig into some things that they could see themselves doing after graduation, where they can make a living. And I know a lot of them like doing fine art photography, which we encourage. So we try to get their creative juices going with fine art photography, but then I bring them into the studio and we start working on commercial work, which is creative, but you're working for clients. I usually schedule 2 workshops a year in New York City, and we rent a studio in New York. We work with a production team in New York, and many are my former students. And many of them have gone on and have had successful careers, but they want to give back to the program, to the college, because they love this place. And they love the workshops in New York because many have never been to New York City. We hire models in New York, and the kids get to work with professionals like professional makeup artists, professional photographers, a stylist, the whole production crew. And then they get to interact with models. A number of years ago, we thought about getting rid of traditional black and white photography because digital was taking over the market. Digital is king. Everybody's got to do it. Everybody's got to know it. And then about 5 years ago or so, there was a real push for film photography. And then the students are like, I want to do that. And it's retro. It's vintage. Let's do this vintage thing. We teach them black and white, introduction photography, film photography, 35 millimeter photography. So if they don't have a camera, they can use ours. They learn how to develop, print 35 millimeter film, and then in their second year, they learn how to shoot 4x5 film and 120 film. And we find that really helpful, one, because the students really enjoy it and they can share that with their friends that they're doing this vintage photography method, but we find it really helps them with their craft, their skills of becoming a true artist. And it's become very popular in the gallery world, submitting prints that are now black and white prints, fine art, fiber-based, archival prints, and these kids here can make those. Every day that the potential for these kids, the way we're working with them is exponential. There really is no limit. And take a local kid from the area, to see them be so successful with their work and to get jobs right out of MVCC, that's incredible, and it makes us so proud. And I think that's why many of us have been here so long, because the success is year after year after year.
Hi, I'm Scott Selden, Associate Professor of Graphic Design here at MVCC School of Art. I've been teaching graphic design here at the school for over 20 years. With graphic design, the students use current digital software to produce the visuals that you see all over the environment. The combination of type and image mixed to become the billboard, logo on a truck, or a digital ad on your cell phone. Chances are it was created by a graphic designer. It is a digital art form using type and image that, when done right, becomes an essential business tool which reaches every facet of our daily lives. Students learn to focus their creative work to better target the needs of the objective. Through both traditional and digital experimentation, several ideas are focused to achieve a solid result that communicates a strong and accurate message. In addition to current digital software, students in the graphic design program learn important production skills such as screen printing that are seen on t-shirts and vinyl graphics seen on signs and environmental applications. Students get to use the screen printing lab here at MVCC to produce work that can be seen all across campus, and they can be proud of seeing their work applied to something that becomes permanent and fun to see. If you like what you've seen here, contact the school to become a future MVCC student. We're a very nurturing environment where you have fun and you hone your skills that someday will translate to an effective career.